1 entire year. The video you're about to watch has taken a year to make. Now, it's not like I was editing this video for an entire year. There is a lot of editing in this video, but mainly it has taken a full year to record this video. So on Animal Jam, there is a party list, and usually on this party list, there is a rotating seasonal adventure on the game. Usually in March, you'll see something like Lucky Clovers, and in around December, January time, you'll see Jamaaliday Rescue. While a lot of these are based around seasons and holidays, there are actually some adventures that show up in this seasonal adventure slot that are more tying back to the core adventures on the game and take inspiration from those. Now, the cool thing about these adventures are they're kind of limited time. You can only play them in certain parts of the year. Otherwise, you have to wait an entire year for Animal Jam to rotate them back into the schedule again. And I'm sure you can see where this is heading now. I've played every adventure on this game, and I've actually made a video of me doing that before. Unfortunately, I did this all in one sitting, and I think the video turned out pretty badly, unfortunately, so I'm thinking about redoing that video just on the topic of this. Let me know if you guys would be interested in that. But I always had the idea of kind of doing this for seasonal adventures as well, but the roadblock of that was I would actually have to wait an entire year, essentially, in order to record this video. So for the entirety of the year of 2025, on and off, I was working on this video that you're about to watch, where I played every single seasonal adventure on Animal Jam in one singular video. Something that no one has ever done, and someone most likely won't ever do again. First here we have New Year's Fortune. You have to use the lucky dragon in the top left of your screen to find the lucky envelopes hidden around the map. The dragon will gradually get warmer and warmer the closer you are to the envelope, but you better move fast because envelopes disappear after 1 minute after appearing on the map. Let's get started. Alright, here we go with New Year's Fortune. I actually have not played this one in quite some time, so this is going to be good. As you can see, the little bugger in the top left here is going to be showing us if we're getting hotter or colder. You did see it being icy blue there for a second. That means we're super far away, and yep, we're going the wrong way. Pretty much the warmer it gets, the closer you are to the object. This being the special red envelope that is dotted around the map. The map is actually pretty big from what I know in terms of Animal Jam maps, so you know, maybe we are playing one of the biggest maps. I don't know if this one is the biggest, actually. I haven't actually looked into that, but I do want to find this one quick because it is actually changing in 1 minute. Oh, this is it, right? Or is this something else? 38 gems, kind of random, and 68 gems. Okay, I think that was just a random dotted envelope. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure this has like another animation in the top left. So these guys are wearing spike wristbands and kind of the opposites from each other. I thought that was pretty nice. I think yeah, the dragon has like another animation where it's like blazing hot, but from what I know, this adventure always kind of had me on the edge of my seat a lot of the time because you're kind of running all over the map trying to find this envelope, but we're not getting this one anyway because we got further away. But also, we just did not have enough time. I want to at least for this video, if I actually end up making this video, because I'm going to be recording this throughout the year, so yes, this video is going to technically take all year to make, even though in theory it shouldn't be that hard for me to do. I have to remember to actually record these when you know, the seasonal adventures change, but what I want to do is at least make one kind of goal in each of them, like get items from each of them, if that makes any sense. So I do want to find the special red envelope. I don't want to walk away empty-handed type of thing. It is kind of sad though. A lot of people usually used to play these, and I have not seen a single other player in the lobby. I did a pre-run before I started recording this anyway, and nobody was here either. Okay, this random gem just appeared out of nowhere. Okay, this map has to be like massive because a new envelope appears in 30 seconds and my dragon is still blue, so I don't know where. Oh, now it's getting warmer. That's great. Okay, well, we're not getting this one either. It's a bit of a bust. Oh my god, I cannot believe that just happened to me. Oh my god. It was literally right in front of me. Are you serious, man? Also noticing on the map, the mini map, I should say, it's not helpful in the slightest. It's just a bunch of question marks. So, hold on. I think it is up this way, maybe. Is it? No. It's like the dragon is like kind of changing forms here in a bit. Man, I could have been done and dusted with this adventure in 5 minutes. Now I have to freaking go all over the map again. Great. Now it's gonna appear again in a minute. Oh my god. Hopefully we can find this one. Okay, I'm going the wrong wrong way again. I thought there was like a blazing hot animation that it had, but I guess not. I don't know. I wasn't really paying attention close enough, I'm not gonna lie to you, but hopefully I can actually get this one because, you know, it'd be pretty cool. We have 30 seconds, so I think this is it, right? Yeah, okay, here we go. Okay, we got a pagoda couch, I think that's what it's called, and fish wall art. That's actually pretty cool. So I think if this disappears in like 10 seconds, I guess it means we've completed this adventure. Okay, yeah, that was it. Okay, well, not too shabby, I'm not gonna lie. These 2 items, pretty cool. I'm not gonna try get every item in the prize pool. That would make this video like probably 5 hours long, and I don't know how long this video is gonna be in the first place. Yeah, that's a problem for future me at the end of the year, which probably is gonna be really annoying. I'll give this adventure a 3 out of 5. I think the concept is pretty cool. It's kind of different from the other adventures, right? But yeah, 3 out of 5, we'll go with that rating. Yeah. Next here for Valentine's Day is Special Delivery. The objective of this adventure is to deliver Valentines to jammers' mailboxes all around the map before the Friendship Festival starts. Once you meet the quota of delivered mail in the top left, you'll actually receive a prize. The more you deliver, the more prizes you get. Hello again, guys. I've not touched this game in about a month, but this is a Friendship Festival. What is it? Special Delivery? Yep. Oh no, not a whole lot has been going on Animaljam right now, so I haven't been making videos. But that might change. I kind of doubt it. This adventure is kind of unique, right? Instead of like going around collecting things, you're going around giving things away, you know? I think I recorded the last part of this video like 3 weeks ago, so about a month ago. I don't remember what I said in it. I think I said something about, you know, being in the adventures, like you usually just collect a bunch of things and don't actually do anything else. It's just kind of you're going around collecting clovers or collecting, I don't know, gifts or collecting sweets. You know, the 3 big hitters right there. It's like the same concept, just different icon type of thing. I'll probably play more of this one though. I think I did say in the last one that like, oh, I just wanted to complete 1 goal at least in all of these. But if it's like super short like this one, I'll play like 1 or 2, maybe 3. We'll switch it up a little bit. All right, here we go. We got our first goal. 3 heart pond. Isn't this in stores? Future me can edit and see if this was in stores. I swear that was. And heart lava lamp. Okay. So here's the next batch. We have 35 now to deliver. Probably do this one as well. You know, I'm not a big fan of Valentine's Day. Could elaborate, but no, not going to. Thought I'd provide commentary there. But you know, this little here, this is an unreleased item here. If you guys don't know, maybe I've already made a video talking about stuff like that before, like magenta items for like other items. You know how magenta items are like the base version of items. You know, every item can be magenta. It's just the color is applied onto it. Dead items kind of have the same. It's just pure white or like white and gray for a lot of them, and the colors are applied in like layers of images actually, which is, it's kind of interesting how they handle that. I plan on making a video talking about that because there's a version for pets as well and something else that I'm forgetting because I'm not totally all there right now, but maybe I've already made the video by the time this comes out because it's one of the very few things I haven't made a video on, I think, that is still pretty interesting to talk about anyway. All right, we have 11 more here. I think you can see in the cropping of the recording. Now, how do I get on the other side here? I do want to say though, adventures like these kind of suck. Not because they're bad or anything, but like you get so far into them, you kind of forget your footsteps on like which way you have gone and which way you haven't gone. I know for Jamaaliday Rescue, for example, that is such a pain to like 100% complete and get to the end purely because you forget your steps on like where you've already went and where you haven't and collecting the items. But here we go. We have burrow door. It's kind of cute, and front windows. Okay, this is definitely in the stores, which is kind of sucks, to be honest. Can you play as a flying animal in this adventure? Oh, you totally can. You totally can. Wait, does that mean you can't get these unless you're a flying animal? Oh, well, I guess the kind of whole thing about this adventure is like delivering mail, and like birds do that, I guess. You know, the owl is like the main guy, the main character, the MC, if you will. That kind of sucks though, if you're like, we don't have a flying animal. Like, I mean, I have flying animals, but I'm a fox right now. You know, I would have prepared for this if I knew that. Yeah, well, that was special delivery, guys. I think I was putting these on trait and doing the rating here, right? I'm gonna give this a 1 out of 5. Not the biggest fan. You know, I think the prize pool just kind of sucks as well. You know, yeah, not much else to say, right? All right, pick this up again in like a month. It's finally time for the fan favorite Lucky Clovers. Traverse through the whole map to find small clovers to exchange for clover keys. Each key can be used to unlock a chest in the middle to obtain 2 prizes. Work your way up to the epic chest that's unlocked with the epic key at the end. And remember to keep track of where you're going around this one. Your favorite Irish jammer reporting for duty once again. I'm actually more engaged with the game right now, so I actually do want to record for this video now, so, contrary to what I was saying earlier on in the video. Also, I feel like people don't know that I'm Irish because of how I sound. You know, a lot of people tell me I sound American. I don't know. But we have Lucky Clovers here. This is the bane of my existence. Okay. This adventure is cool. You know, I remember doing this back in the day when I was like a kid, you know, maybe like 10 years old, I think. And I got a blue long collar here, but that was about it. That was the best item I got. Otherwise, it was genuine garbage. I know spikes were removed from this adventure 2 years ago at this point, right? But that was like the only reason a lot of people really played it. But the amount of time and effort you're putting into this adventure, it honestly isn't really worth it a lot of the time. I mean, the prize pool is pretty good otherwise, you know, if you're going for... Oh, I didn't even know this was a thing. It's like its own special animation. It's cool. Oh, and it just disappears just like that. Okay. But as I was saying, the amount of time and effort you're putting into this adventure to try have a chance of getting a spike usually when they were available in here, honestly, is not worth it a whole lot of the time. You better, you know, sack up and just play the Forgotten Desert over this, really, in my opinion. Obviously, hackers ruined this adventure, and you know, that kind of went on for years and years until Animaljam, you know, decided to just remove spikes from the prize pool entirely. Which it's funny how that actually worked out, because there was like a few times where they actually prevented, you know, hackers from being able to just exploit this adventure in the way they did. You know, it had to do with the timer of the adventure. There was like, you couldn't accept the lucky chest, right? The big one in the middle, right? You know what I'm talking about? You couldn't accept that within like 10 minutes of the adventure, you actually joining the adventure. But there was like some people that genuinely were playing this adventure that somehow managed to complete it within 10 minutes, which built different. Okay, they're all built different. That's all I gotta say on that. I wouldn't be able to do that. Yeah, personally, it would take me like 30-40 minutes to complete one round of this adventure. Okay, I'm a little slow in the brain. Surprised nobody is playing this. I don't think anyone was playing the other 2 adventures. Maybe seasonal adventures have kind of fallen off. I don't know. But we finished our first thing here. Oh, right. It gives you a key and then you have to walk all the way back. And I kind of flunked this because I started this without having the map open. So now I have to walk back with no map. Can I at least pick this up while I have a key? No. Oh my god, man. Okay, so there's like 4 little mini chests and then, yeah, the 5th big chest. So we got a golden clover that isn't loading for some reason, and a clover stool. You know, so the prize pool, in my opinion, for this adventure is a little step up and compared to others. Don't lie. And that isn't biased just because I'm Irish. I actually do not take great pride in my heritage. Not that I dislike being Irish. It's just like, you know, St. Patrick's Day isn't something I really go head over heels for type of thing. You know, it seems like Americans probably celebrate that more than me and my family anyway, to be honest with you. It does seem like you actually have to have one other person playing, unless you're playing as a flying animal. I think, yeah, you can play as an eagle in this, right? See, man, I don't know why you're like allowed to play as flying animal in this, where it should encourage other players to like help each other out, you know, in that, like with these things. But in regular adventures, you can't. Here's Keegan. Green world we live in. You said it best, bro. Okay. I do like this adventure though. I think I said I like the prize pool, but not because I'm Irish, just because like it's good nature items, you know, for den decoration. I think that's what my thought was. But I mean, this is a good adventure. It's a good concept, even if it's just a collectathon, like every other kind of seasonal adventure for the most part. And I do like the theme. You know, the map is shaped like a clover. Okay, that's pretty cool. It's fun that they did that. Like they've done that a few times where they've made maps shaped like certain things and themes, but God knows it isn't easy to do that, right? I think we're getting our last one here. Yep, there we go. Okay, well, I'm gonna head on back to the main chest because I'm not doing this again because we're already at 10 minutes of recording. I don't know how this is gonna cut out how to be, but I also chose a really bad time to record this because it is almost dinner time. So this jammer wants to get off. Okay, all right, Patrick, what you got for me, jammer? Round Celtic window. That's pretty good. And a small standing stone. Okay, you know what? I'll take it, man. Appreciate it. Oh no, not a bad adventure. I think I gave special delivery 1. I don't remember what I gave. The Chinese New Year adventure. I don't remember the name of it. I'm gonna give this like a 2.5. Okay, not the biggest fan of it. You know, it takes a painstakingly long amount of time if you're just doing the average run for it. Yeah, that's it for me. Put a spring in your step because it's time for the Spring Festival adventure. All across the map there's 100 hidden spring eggs all around, with some golden special eggs also hidden around the map. Every milestone unlocks den items themed around spring for people to unlock. Try find all 100 total spring eggs in this ultimate spring egg hunt. Hello again, guys. Happy Easter. I don't know why I'm saying Happy Easter. You guys aren't gonna watch this at Easter. You're gonna watch this like maybe Christmas time, maybe New Year's time, whenever I decide to edit this, right? We got the Spring Festival, so gotta search around for these eggs now, don't I? I don't know why I have a water bucket. I don't know what that's for, but I've not played this adventure in a very long time, actually. Here's a rainbow egg. How inclusive. So someone's gonna comment about that. They actually did a little something for Easter this year on the game. They hid random eggs around Jamal. Something they haven't really done in a few years. Obviously different from years prior, you know, back a few years ago, you know, back in my day, if you will, when this game still got good updates. You know, you had the egg statues, and I think there was like a golden one, and the following year, and then after that, there was like that little egg basket with a bunch of eggs that would like crack when you press on them, that one den item, right? And then it just disappeared for a few years, and then I think they didn't really do an extravaganza or scavenger hunt, is that what it's called, right? Something like that. I mean, you know, it was cool. I think they did that like a few years ago with like epic plushies again, randomly. I don't think that was like for Easter though. I think they just did that randomly. I mean, the one this year kind of sucked because you actually had to pay diamonds for it, so I don't know. I mean, it was cool they brought it back though, right? We got 15 eggs. Oh, the next goal is 35. Okay, I'll do that one as well. Oh, spring well. This is new, right? I'm like pretty sure this is a new item. And mushrooms. Wait, this is like the isn't this an item in the regular adventures too? That's pretty cool. Yeah, well, let's keep going. See if there's like other items added on in here. Yeah, it'd be pretty cool if they actually started. Oh, okay. This is what the water bucket is for. Okay. Oh, I got it. What the hell? I don't remember this. Circular wind chime. Good thing I can see it. Thank you, Animal Jam. And a flower in a vase. Okay, that's where that item comes from. Isn't that also in stores? Okay, I don't like how they do that sometimes. I was gonna say like, oh, it'd be cool if they like started introducing new items into adventures and stuff like that. Because like den items are pretty easy for them to make. But like, I mean, they definitely need to do some kind of reworks to some of these prize pools, because there's no reason why you should spend like 10-20 minutes doing one of these adventures and still be able to just be given a store item, right? I don't think that's pretty fair. Yeah, I got 100 gems. That's pretty nice. And here we got 10 more eggs to go. What, there's like a whole maze in here. Is this Twister Turns or Spring Festival, man? Am I right? But yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get past the 35 threshold anyway. Wait, that was like a big egg. That should count for like at least 5. We're at 33 now. It's just like, yeah, another big egg. That should count for some more, in my opinion. But alright. Alright, there we go. Rose Garden. Okay, that was still in the prize pool. Square Hedge. Okay, maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I just didn't see the spring well. I don't know. Okay, these are all the items I got here. You know what? It's a good adventure to turn off your brain to. That probably doesn't help its selling point, to be honest. I'm gonna give it a 2. I think Lucky Clovers is a little bit more challenging, I guess, right? It does have the leg up on it that you don't have to collect the things and then walk all the way back to the start. I think Lucky Clovers is a little annoying for that, but oh well. Yeah, 2 should be pretty fair. Okay, goodbye for another month until animaljam decides to change the seasonal adventure again. Now shaking it up from the usual formula, we have Graham's Workshop. Go all around the map harvesting materials like wood, straw, bamboo, silver, gold, stone, and gemstones in order to bring it back to Graham to exchange for items of your choosing. You better saddle on up because it's quite a long grind for some of these items. Oh, I just love this adventure. Okay, let me see. I've played quite a fair share of Graham's Workshop already on this account. The account I'm using is, I think I made in like 2015. I can buy pretty much anything on here. I don't remember exactly what I bought on here before, because I definitely went hard on the bamboo and the straw, that's for sure. You know what? This one, I'll just try get one of each material, because this adventure is quite unique in its own regard, where you don't have a certain goal in mind. It's just kind of whatever you want to work towards. This is like the closest you'll get to like a harvesting game on animaljam, which I think is still pretty cool that they did this, you know, because as I said, it's pretty unique in its own regard, where you don't have a certain goal where you're collecting a bunch of things until you hit a certain quota and then you get given a gift. You actually have to go out of your way, you know, to get a certain kind of material, and there's like little mini games in the middle too, as you can see here, and I got 4 wood just for that. Very nice. Nice. All right, we can cross wood off the checklist here, I guess. Did I always have that amount of wood? I do not remember that. I will say it's been a while since I have played this adventure, so I'm a little rusty, but here we go. We got 2 silver. Cross off that on the list. I just know I used to like always grind it in caves. Look at this guy. He's got his own title, the blacksmith. Usually they name NPCs just the name. Looks like there's room for a jammer to hop here. You are gosh darn right. Here we go. We got some hay harvest. I mean, yeah, this adventure is like, I'm just gonna spoil it now. It's gonna be a 5 out of 5. They went way overboard with it. I'm like, that's a good thing, by the way. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. They put so much effort into this, and it kind of sucks that barely anyone plays it. I mean, I think that's just the general theme a lot of the time with these adventures. Nobody really plays them anymore, purely because they already have a lot of the things in them. They're easier to get through like shops or trading, or people are just hacking them. You know, that's the ugly truth of the matter, right? Okay, the door is glitched. Okay, maybe that's why people don't play it. All right, there we got some gemstones. We just need gold, stone, and wood. Maybe bamboo, right? There we got some stone now. Very cool, very cool. Oh, we got another one of these things here. Okay, maybe some areas they got like a little lost on what they wanted to do for them. I mean, they incorporated a lot of concepts in this adventure. You know, it's okay if they have like a few of those hopping things. All right, now we just need gold, right? I think it's just gold and wood. Did I already get wood? I think I already got wood. Yeah, I already got one. Never mind. And if I'm not mistaken, you can get gold through this thing. So hopefully we can get some here. Nope, just silver. I don't know if there's like an actual way of knowing what you're actually gonna get. Oh, there we go. We got some gold. All right, that's the adventure complete for me. I mean, as I said, it's just gonna get a 5 out of 5, right? It's like hands down one of the most detailed, interesting adventures in the game. And you know, you get to pick your own prize essentially. You can just go here and buy whatever you want. I'm pretty sure this is like the best thing you can get, you know, or what most people want anyway, is the silver and gold elf tail. But like, even though the den items are like pretty cool in this adventure as well, you know, I dig them. Would be pretty cool if they added more items to this, because you know, it hasn't changed actually since it came out, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, that's Grimes Workshop, guys. See you in like another month. Next is time for the ultimate Animal Jam adventure with Battle of the Beacon. Protect the small town called the Hidden Hollow from all of the invading phantoms on the front lines. Upon defeating any phantoms or phantom tubes, you'll receive earth crystals, which you can bring back to the main town in exchange for items. Now, it's funny that these two adventures happen like pretty much right after each other, considering I would consider them to be the most unique ones anyway. This is Battle of the Beacon, pretty unique as well. I feel like I've said that pretty often in these little playthroughs, but this is, you know, kind of as similar you are going to get to a fateful Animal Jam adventure kind of game mode as a seasonal adventure, you know? Like, you can die in this adventure, just funny to say. Now, silly old me has kind of forgotten how to play this adventure, you know? I know you get boom seeds, you can water things. Oh, you have to boom seed the pipes. Is that it? Yeah, it is. Damn, these are tough little things, right? Oh, you can hit them. Okay. Yeah, it should show that I've not played this in a while. Okay, well, I also died. I don't think I've played this adventure that much on this account. I only have 11 gemstones. Is that what it's called? Orange things? Yeah, we'll go with orange things. You know what? I'm just gonna destroy this thing and just go down with the ship. I do think it's pretty cute though that the rare glove has its own animation when you're destroying something. Okay, there we go. We got a cork. Gonna fill this up here, and there we go. We can advance all over here and do the same thing once again. What is interesting in this adventure, the phantoms have infinite range, so if like you're appearing on the screen, you are gonna get killed. Like there's no reason why a whole herd should be after me right now, but there is, and there's nothing I can do about it. You know, at least in the regular adventures, you can like double kill phantoms sometimes with comper plants, right? I remember doing that. Okay, we're gonna kill them all though right here. Wait, it didn't kill them. No, wait, I'm glitched. What is happening? What just happened? Well, thank you so much, Animal Jam, for being the game I know you to be. It's like lagging really badly right now. I don't know why. Could be my internet, you know, it's a very plausible thing, but it would be easier to blame Animal Jam because that's what most people do, you know? Maybe me killing those phantoms crashed the game. You know what? I'm pretty sure that's what happened. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe there was like an entity overload, something like that, like evading death right here. I want to at least get across across to the other side and like finish what this adventure is for, at least one part of it, even though there isn't really like an ending to this adventure, you know. That's what I meant at the start. It's not like every other adventure. You kind of just kill things and then get little gems for it, and then you use those gems to buy the things you want. So kind of like Graham's Workshop, but not really. Like a worse version of Graham's Workshop, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know why the little boom seed pile didn't spawn over here. It's a little bit of a hassle to me personally. What if I just lure all the phantoms here? Okay, well I died before I could do that. Yeah, I don't know what's up with this adventure, or if it's like my computer or what. I definitely think that has something to do with the phantoms anyway. So you know what? I'm gonna cut this down until I get enough gemstones to actually buy something, and then I'll pick this back up. So, hey guys, a little bit of an issue on this part of the video. I do not know where the footage is. I've been doing Animal Jam YouTube for probably over a decade by now in the fashion I do, and I've never lost footage, and unfortunately this is the first time that's happened. I think it's purely because this video took so long to make. It's taking a full year to actually record the whole thing. I guess I just misplaced it while recording it, because I do record different videos for different channels and sort them all in different files, but I tried looking and I couldn't find it. So I mean, you at least got to see some of the adventure experience, even though it was just the game crashing over and over. I mean, I do have this phantom trophy on this account, so I did do it, by the way. I did indeed grind this adventure. I actually had, I think, an hour long of footage of me unpausing and pausing, grinding to this. So just so you know, I do have this, and no, I did not trade for this, because who the hell is trading this in the year of 2025 or 2026, whenever this video goes out? Yeah, that's it for this part. On to the next adventure. I don't remember what it is because I haven't edited it yet, but yeah, let's get on to it. Off we go to a summer paradise with Tiki Trouble. Help Tavy find all 3 pearls from the 3 ancient Tiki statues all around the map. All 3 statues will request specific items or materials they're looking for in exchange for pearls for you to bring back to Tavy. And in exchange, you'll receive some exclusive Tiki themed items. Okay, here we go again. So, Tiki Trouble is not an adventure I've played in a while. I think the last time I played this was when I did a video on it, which is like over 4 years ago at this point. I do know there's like a bug in this adventure that if you start the adventure in some way, you like just can't progress or something like that. Okay, so you have to like bring the statues certain things, I guess. I guess we'll go to the other statue, see if this little shell is required anywhere, because I did pick it up. You know, it'd be a bit of a shame if I couldn't use it for anything, right? What does this do? Give me a fossil. I can't even walk up here? Okay. I have like no memory of this adventure. It's like been that insignificant to me, to be honest with you. But I guess I have to look for the pearl, right? Since the quest at the top is requesting for it. I'm just gonna assume these little things on the map are gonna lead me to things I need. Okay, I guess I thought wrong because I don't see no pearl in here. Oh wait, it doesn't need a pearl. It says it'll give me a pearl. So you pretty much have to grab a bunch of things and bring it back here, and then you give the pearl to Baby. Search the shallow waters and bring back a coin. How the hell am I supposed to get a coin? And Mr. Trader here? Oh, okay. So there's traders around the map. Is that correct? Oh wait, what is the seashell for? I love collecting. Can you bring a seashell or a fossil? I'll give you some gems. Okay, well, at least we're getting gems. Treasure hunter. Owner of any rare cargo can wash up on the shallow water. Okay, well, I found another seashell. He sells seashells on the seashore. Okay, we're finding the other 2 little statues over here. Just get rid of this guy real quick. Hello, mister. Who mine the cliffs and bring back jewels? Well, I can do that, bro. Just give me a second here. Punch this thing right next to you. Wait, this isn't a jewel. Yo, I might have to go back and watch my own tutorial, bro. I do not remember how to do this adventure. Because these are all fossils. Unless it's like a slim chance on getting... Okay, maybe there's like a chance thing. Okay, there we go. And I leveled up. Great. I don't remember even getting experience. Well, I was getting experience in it, so I guess so. I have a pearl. You want it? Bring coconut? Good. Bring 1. Okay. Well, good thing there's a coconut here. So you have a pearl as well. Bring pineapple. I do remember seeing a pineapple somewhere along here. You know, I don't think I'm gonna have the full time to do this. I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say he probably wants a banana too, right? I'm gonna just break this just for the sake of it. Okay, here you go, Mr. Fruity Man. What's another coconut? You're just greedy, making my life hard. Couldn't have taken a banana instead? No, the guy wants all the coconuts. Well, I'm in a little bit of a predicament here. I can't find a coconut. Bro, I'm walking halfway across the map. I can't find one. What is this? Just let my suffering end. Let me find a coconut. Oh my god. Look, all the way I had to walk just to find one flipping coconut, man. I'm gonna take my sorry ass back on over. I finally got a pearl. I don't know how anyone can complete this adventure fully. Well, I mean, I guess you'd split up the jobs between like 4. Well, it did give an option to play with 4 players, right? All right, so we got the pearl, and now we return this little purple spherical thing back to TV, which I assume she's back around here, right? Where we started. Oh, I see the big portal. How do I get there? Oh, I have to go around this way. Okay, I see it. Where is she? Oh, she's here. Here you go, Tavy. You found a pearl, so take this. So the story is true here. Take this prize. So if you can find 2 other pearls, sort of tag us up. Okay, what do I got? Is this new? I think this might be new. Yeah, I do think there was actually new prizes this year in Tiki Trouble. We got a pit Tiki. Okay, that's old. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. That adventure was longer than the other ones anyway. You know, the timer at the top is exposing me a bit. You know, it took me what, like 7 minutes to do that. The adventure's half over at this point. Well, that was Tiki Trouble. I'm gonna give Tiki Trouble I'm gonna give it like a 2. I'm not gonna lie. Not too happy about that adventure. You know, it just doesn't do it for me. I know spikes used to be in the prize pool and stuff like that, but you know, things happen, guys. You know, things happen. It's time for pets to step up in bittersweets. In this adventure, you play as your pet rather than your animal in the game. You must defeat all of the proto-phantoms hidden around the map, upon which they will be dropping candy. Find all 1,000 candies in the adventure to redeem all of the items for some candy and Halloween-themed clothing and den items. It's about time for bittersweets. You know what? I'm recording this right after the update this month, which was pretty cool. But I do actually like this adventure a lot. It's kind of short and sweet. Not bitter, actually. Well, we brought out Pookie Guy here, my favorite, to handle this. This adventure is pretty straightforward, though. You just kind of kill little proto-phantoms, which are, I think I actually read into this. They're so weak that they will just die on contact. I want to say I read that somewhere. I could be wrong about that. Either way, they are dying pretty fast, just me contacting them. But bittersweets is kind of straightforward. You just kind of wander around a map and then pick up loose bits of candy everywhere. I'm not too sure why I cannot find any said candy anywhere, but search the area and touch the proto-phantoms to retrieve the candy. Isn't loose candy supposed to show up everywhere? I thought that was the whole thing as well. Or am I like misremembering this whole adventure? I don't even know. I'm getting gems from this too. That's pretty neat. Maybe I am misremembering it. I don't know. You know what I am remembering? I'm remembering people like breaking things. I'm pretty sure it leaves candy around. That's why I'm thinking that there is candy around, maybe. I don't know. There's phantom bats. Why don't they add those as pets? That'd be pretty cool. You know, they just added 2 pets this month. They're going crazy with the pets for some reason. I mean, I'm not complaining, but you know, let's get like another pet phantom, huh? I don't know. I just really like pet phantoms, if that is not obvious at this point. Okay, well, for some god knows reason, there's been no clears in these adventures. I don't know if it's just the time I've been recording these adventures. I don't know. I'm recording this at 12 a.m. Don't ask why I'm playing this adventure at 12 a.m. I don't know either. I'm not doing this on the day of the update, but okay, we got Spooky Stone Fence and Lollipop Stand. You know, I would play this adventure out, but I have played this adventure a lot a few years ago. Future me, editor me, put my bittersweet storage account den on screen right now. Yeah, I've played it this much. I think you get the point. I like this adventure. I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5 for that reason. Prize pool is pretty good. I don't think you can get spikes in this adventure anymore. I don't know if the spikes were available. I think they were, right? Either way, I never really played this adventure to get spikes in the first place, so I still like the prize pool. I like the candy and Halloween items to have, so, you know, thumbs up. Yeah, pretty short segment, I think, but I think you get it. Make sure not to lose your way in twists and turns. Yeah, this is just a maze. It's just a maze as an adventure. I don't have some kind of whimsical intro to do for this one. It's kind of boring, I'm not gonna lie, and the next 5 minutes you're probably gonna hear about me saying it's boring over and over, but some cool items added, I guess, to the prize pool. But alright, enjoy. I legit just spent like 2 minutes looking for which fox had that I used for this adventure video thing. I don't know exactly what I'm titling this video yet. I kind of should figure that out soon, considering this is the second last adventure to do. Alright, this is Twists and Turns. I do not like this adventure too much, purely because it's really boring. It's pretty short, I'm not gonna lie to you, all things considered. I think there's like 3 different prizes based on where you go, and there's like mini prizes with those keys. If you saw that blue key there, there's like 3 separate keys you can get, and there's you know, little chests separated around in the place as well. But I don't know, it's just not my not my thing, right? Something like that. It's just a maze, man. I don't know what I'm supposed to say. I don't know what's supposed you know, kind of insightful commentary I'm supposed to give about this. It's literally just a maze, and I think I've already walked my way back to the start of the adventure. Yes, I have. I most certainly have. You know, I'm recording another video series. I guess this is a series, I don't know. Right now, it might already be out, but for the sake of me having really bad time planning sometimes, I'm just gonna assume it's not, so I'm not gonna ruin the surprise of it. But I did play this in that video, and I kid you not, it was like 20 minutes long of footage, and I said maybe like 3 minutes worth of commentary throughout it. I think these are randomly generated every time, if I'm not wrong. I do know on the map anyway, it's just a question mark, so like you can't use the map to help yourself type of thing. So I must be mistaken about that thing where, yeah, you don't, oh wait, no, you do get a prize on each section. Autumn Archway, good thing I could see that, thank you animaljam. Cornstalk Lantern. From what I know, they did actually update the prize pool. They have been doing that quite often in these adventures this year. I was gonna say these past few years, but no, it's just this year. I'm not too sure what changed for them, but I'm liking that they're doing that. It gives more of a reason for people to actually play these. Ignore the fact that the lobby has been empty, and honestly, ignore the fact that every lobby has been empty. I don't know why, actually. I'm recording this in the middle of the day. Maybe people are in school, I don't know. I don't do that, so I feel like a lot of this game's player base are just a bunch of night owls though, so maybe that's also a reason why. Oh my god, I did it again. I just walked my way back to the start. I'd be terrible in mazes in real life. I've only went to 1 maze in real life, and I'm like actually unlocking a core memory right now. What the hell? Like me, my mom, and like a family friend or something were on one side of a hedge, and then my sisters and their friends were on the other side, and they were like trying to crawl through the hedge because they didn't know the way around or something, and then they couldn't get through it, and like people were panicking because they didn't know the way out. And honestly, that's gonna be me right about now because I can't find the way out here. I have a feeling this is not the way. Oh my god, it's not the way. I did it again. Okay, recount my steps here. Okay, can't be this way. Has to be this way. Go down to the left. I go down here. Where does this go? This goes around. Okay, this is new territory. We go around here. Yeah, okay, here we go. We're cooking now. We're cooking. Backwards, you're not going. Are you sure? What? Are you sure you're not going backwards? Is that what it's trying to tell me? I am sure, because I went backwards 3 times already. Wait, I can see the hay bales on the next side. Okay, I'm going the right way now. Finally, after all this time. Ignore the fact I still have a blue key that needs to be redeemed in the first section. We're just gonna ignore that because I don't really care about the mini chests, which I'm pretty sure only give you gems. A kangaroo passage. Never in a million years have I seen that in an adventure. What the hell? Never seen anyone play an adventure as a kangaroo, actually. Okay, what's our second prize here? Let's see what it is. Open this bad boy up. A corn patch. Okay. And a labyrinth treasure chest. Very nice. I got my own treasure chest to take home. Okay, I think this is the final section, I assume. I mean, the different keys are cute, you know, with the different color chests. Like, they should make those chests den items. I think that would be pretty cool. For my knowledge, they have not. Can't open the blue key with the red chest. I tried it, and I tried it. I'm just gonna assume the exit is down, because the beginning is like to the right? Something like that. I might have just went in a circle. I don't know. Okay, no, I got to. Is this the end? Hey, it's the end. Changes often. Yeah. yeah, okay, so they changed the layout like every time. So, or like there's probably like a few layouts you can get, right? Something like that. A Leaf Ottoman and Cornucopia Throne. Wow, exciting stuff, guys. I'm gonna give one. I'm gonna give it a 1, man. It's just not exciting. Twist and turns. It's just a maze. Oh no, this is like a Thanksgiving celebration on the game. I don't know if mazes have correlation to that. I don't know. I'm not American, so yeah. And to end the year, we have Jamaaliday Rescue. The Phantoms have stolen all the presents and hidden them around the map in an ice labyrinth. You can help save the Jamaalidays by finding all 350 lost presents all around this maze. Every milestone will award you a Christmas and Jamaaliday themed den item or clothing item. And make sure to find the middle part for the secret way out and a secret prize as well. Here we go, Jamaaliday Rescue, the final one of the year, and yep, no one's in this adventure either. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I'm legitimately only gonna do one part of this, so 275 in the top left, as you can see. I'm only going to do to that amount. And if you're asking me why am I only doing that part? No, it's not because I don't like this adventure. I actually really do like this adventure. This adventure gets so laggy that your game will turn into a literal slideshow. Okay, I played this at the start of the month, and it genuinely was such a slideshow. The frame rate was so bad in this adventure because this game is not optimized like it used to be. I got a literal migraine playing this. I'm not even joking when I say that. Like, lag for me on this game has never been that bad. Okay, there's been times where my game is frozen or something or crashed, whatever, but I have never had the unpleasurable gameplay experience where my game is 2 FPS like some of you might have. But this adventure was like the very first time where I experienced such lag to that degree where it was genuinely hurting me. And that's not even an exaggeration either. I love this adventure, man, but you know, I think if they're gonna continue it, I think they gotta fix the gameplay issues here. Performance issues aside though, they have implemented new prizes into the prize pool. Future me put the prizes here. I did just make a TikTok about them implementing them. I'm sure I have them handy. A lot of cool ones, you know, for collectors and stuff. I do believe they implemented some clothing items as well, like regular Jamaaliday clothing items aside from the rare ones you can get as well. I don't know personally. I haven't played this adventure a whole lot. I played it once actually this month, and that was you know, I'm not running to come back after that gameplay experience. But yeah, this is just like a better version of Twist and Turns. I'm sorry. You know, maybe I'm just a little bit biased because I love Jamaalidays on animaljam, I'm not gonna lie, but this is like Twist and Turns. It has multiple layouts. It's not the same layout every time, so there's multiple different versions. The map is a lot bigger than Twist and Turns actually, and there is actually a secret exit aside from just collecting all the presents. You know, there is actual exit to this. Not sure if a lot of people know about it. I'm gonna assume people that have played this adventure probably know about it, but you get what I mean. But here we go. We got an Ice Phantom statue. Okay, well, I'm pretty nostalgic for this item. It was one of my very first Jamaaliday gift stand, or no, gift bag items. That's what it is. And a medium pine tree. I think that's pretty good. I'll spend like a few more minutes trying to look for that secret thing just to mark the end, right? Last time I played this, it was near the top, so I don't know. Was it near the middle? I'm pretty sure it was near the middle. But then again, there's multiple layouts, so that information might as well be in the trash. I did take a little peep of the map here, and it's definitely not a map. It's an image of some sort. I don't know what it is, but it's definitely not a map. Also, the thing is definitely in the middle because I saw a black box at the very top of the map, meaning nothing is up there. I don't know, man. I love Jamaalidays on this game, so I will hopefully get this video out during the season of Jamaalidays. I don't really know how it's gonna cook up to be. I'm recording this in the middle of December. I've posted 2 videos already, but the videos I've been planning on making are taking longer than expected, so you know what, this might be the only other video in December that I do upload if the rate is going at it as it is. But you know, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to all of you, because it will probably be around New Year's time at the very least when this video does go out. And we're nearing the 150 mark here, which is definitely unintentional because I'm just trying to find the flipping middle part. This is one of the very few seasonal adventures you can play as only as a land animal. You can't play as a flying animal. Otherwise my ass would be flying through this adventure just looking for that middle part. Okay, I know what the map is now though. It's just a big question mark. And I'm gonna give this like 2 more minutes before I give up on it. And if I give up, then I'll just put footage of me getting there on screen because I already have footage of it. Wait, there it is, right? It's gotta be it. This thing over here. Now the question is, how do I get myself over there? Because I don't see a way over. Okay, I've unintentionally gotten to 150, so I'm recording this part as well. Oh my god, man, I just want to get to that middle part and then just get off this game. Not that I think it's a drag playing this game, but like I've been playing other games and I'm not in the mood to sit around in an Animal Jam maze. Okay, I'm just going back the way I came from. Okay, this game is very, very good at peeving me in the way it does. I'm not gonna lie to you. Finally, oh my god. Finally, after going back to the start accidentally twice, I've finally gotten to the end. Only a perfect ending for this video, which was a year in the making. And I've saved the Jamaalidays according to Quasar here. And what do we get here? Frozen pet house, which is only fitting that doesn't show up here in the middle, and a gift ornament. Now, was this worth it in the slightest? Absolutely not. And a big thank you to the members of the channel who continued to support me over the last year while I was making this video. If you want to support the channel and support me as a whole, just hit the join button down below. You get some perks like early access to videos, sneak peeks, some exclusive content, and also your name here at the end as well. But that will have to conclude this video here, guys. I have a few other videos out on the way. Some also big videos also on the way. So if you enjoyed this one, maybe those will be your cup of your tea as well. I have no idea when I'm releasing this video, so happy current holiday, whatever it is. That'll do the trick.